Welcome to the 19th lesson of SmartKnitter, Knit Instructions Level 2. In this lesson, we will explore the use of function lines with some common examples during production. Let's look at the first example. This is a body panel with stripes. The instruction is having no tucks to secure yarns at the sweep edges. Let's look at the original translated machine code. We can see that feeder 8 keeps knitting tucks at the edges. Let's go back to SmartGraph and go to the function line layer. In the function line, there is a column called NT, meaning no tucks. Draw a line at the sweep section in color 1 under the column NT. Toggle back to Knit Structure View. Translate again. You can see that now feeder 8 doesn't knit tucks at the sweep section. There is another way to avoid tucking of feeder 8. Go back to SmartGraph. Remove our marker at NT. Go to Feeder Setup, as both feeder 1 and 8 are both Revel yarn feeders for setting up and casting off. We can check the RY, meaning Revel yarn, during feeder setup. Translate again. You can see feeder 8 wouldn't tuck at the sweep section either. Let's move on the next example. This is also a stripe panel. The instruction is also no tucks to secure yarns at the sweep edges. We can use the function line method to get rid of the tucks at the sweep like in file 1. Another way is to change the knot option in translation setting. Uncheck the Auto Knot Striping Yarn option and the Auto Tuck option. Translate again. You can see the feeders wouldn't tuck at the sweep edges. Let's move on to the next example. This is a sleeve panel with full Milano structure. Upon translation, we can see there are empty race course during knitting. This would waste time during production. Back to SmartGraph. In function line, change the speed and roller number to the same. Translate again, and we can see there are no empty race courses. Next example. This is a panel knitted with duo feeders. However, after translation, we can see that the sweep is knitted with single feeder only. Back to SmartGraph. Toggle the function line layer. Under SS, which means single system, we see the sweep is set to knit in single system. When this is set to true, it is impossible to use duo feeder for faster knitting. Remove the color 1 under SS. Translate again. The sweep is now knitted with feeder 3 and 5 like the body. Next example. This panel is knitted in full needle, but there is narrowing with fashioning mark. During production, there are yarn breakage at the narrowing section. Upon examination, we can see that the pressers are being used at narrowing. As the knit loops are already very tight while racking, further pressure caused by the pressers might cause yarn breakage. Back to SmartGraph and go to Function Line View. Under PS, Presser, we can set when to use the pressers. Empty means presser is not used. 1 means presser is used during both knitting and transfer. 2 means presser is used during knitting only. 3 means presser is used during transfer only. This option would be safer for the situation. Change the color to 3 in the narrowing section. Translate again. We can see the presser is not turned on during knitting. This marks the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching.